From mysterious origins to modern hoaxes, the rise of controversy surrounding the Nazca mummies. In the heart of Peru's arid south, something extraordinary emerged from the sands of time. Three enigmatic mummies, seemingly defying the norms of human existence, burst onto the global stage. Almost overnight, they became a phenomenon, generating a whirlwind of speculation, debate, and disbelief. Their journey from an obscure tomb to international sensation was rapid and intense. And along the way, they've challenged our understanding of history, biology, and even the nature of reality itself. The story started in a clandestine tomb, far from the prying eyes of the modern world. Here, deep within the earth, these unique mummies had silently waited for millennia, preserving not just bodies, but mysteries. But it wasn't always this way. There was a time when their existence was unknown, when the only sound in that tomb was the whisper of wind through the ages. Then one day, everything changed. Their emergence into the world was nothing short of dramatic. As news of the discovery spread, so did the confusion and intrigue, eyebrows raised at the mere mention of their names, the Nazca Mummies. What sets them apart from other archaeological finds? Why have they become a lightning rod for controversy? And how are they reshaping our perception of the past? Let's delve deeper into what makes these mummies so perplexing. At first glance, there's a stark contrast between the preserved remains and the conventional narrative of human evolution. Their elongated skulls, three-fingered hands, and unusual skeletal structure seem to challenge everything we thought we knew about human anatomy and development. How could such variations exist? Had we been taught the wrong version of history? The allure of the unknown was irresistible, and soon these mummies were synonymous with enigma. As the world grappled with these questions, a battle of narratives ensued. Those who believed proclaimed them as irrefutable evidence of ancient mysteries. Conversely, those who doubted branded them as cunning hoaxes, pointing fingers at those involved in their discovery and subsequent display. The skeptics argued that these mummies were a modern fabrication, perhaps assembled from animal parts, prosthetics, or even the remains of individuals with medical conditions like osteogenesis imperfecta. They pointed to inconsistencies and sought to unravel what they believed was a carefully constructed deception. But here's the crux of the matter. When faced with the unfamiliar, the instinct to categorize, to label as either real or fake, genuine or contrived, is deeply ingrained in us. It's a survival mechanism honed over millennia. Faced with the inexplicable, we've learned to seek an answer, a rational explanation in a chaotic world. So it's no surprise that the Nazca mummies sparked this reaction. They forced us to confront the limitations of our current understanding, to acknowledge the gaps in our knowledge. However, amidst this cacophony of competing claims, one thing became increasingly clear. The story was far from over. The initial shock had given way to a thirst for answers. People yearned to separate fact from fiction, to understand the truth behind the three enigmatic mummies. And then a shift occurred. The tide began to turn as researchers stepped in, bringing with them the power of scientific inquiry. Their approach was meticulous, their tools advanced. They delved deeper into the mysteries, seeking tangible evidence to support or refute the various claims. CT scans revealed insights into the internal structure, shedding light on the very essence of these mummies. Metal implant analysis offered another layer of complexity, hinting at potential medical interventions. Soft tissue studies even resurrected fingerprints, connecting these ancient beings to the undeniable reality of our shared humanity. These scientific endeavors weren't conducted in a vacuum. They were part of a larger narrative, a story that was gradually unfolding piece by piece. Each new finding added a chapter, building upon previous discoveries and refining our understanding. However, the dissemination of these findings wasn't as straightforward as one might expect. Scientific communication, while precise and impactful, operates within its own set of constraints. Complex data analysis, the need for peer review, and the cautious use of language inherent to the scientific method all contribute to a narrative that is less prone to sensationalism, but also less accessible to the general public. This, in turn, created a breeding ground for speculation. Amidst the absence of widely disseminated scientific findings, the media seized the opportunity to fill the void. Headlines blared with sensational claims, perpetuating a cycle of intrigue and disbelief. Was it hoax or miracle? Alien intervention or human anomaly? The media's thirst for clicks and views amplified these questions, creating an echo chamber of uncertainty. This amplification effect wasn't limited to traditional media. The digital age and the rise of social media meant that anyone with an internet connection could become a purveyor of news. Videos, images, and theories spread like wildfire, transcending geographical boundaries and reaching millions in a matter of hours. So why do these mummies evoke such strong reactions? It's a testament to the profound impact they've had on our collective imagination. These aren't just ancient remains. They are symbols of the unknown, of the boundaries of human understanding. They embody our insatiable curiosity about the world and our place within it. In the face of such ambiguity, people retreat to what they know, clinging to existing beliefs or rejecting anything that challenges them. For some, the idea of extraterrestrial life is heretical, a notion that defies everything they hold sacred. For others, it's the only explanation that makes sense. How could anything else account for the unusual anatomy and features exhibited by these mummies? In this polarized environment, it's easy to feel like the search for answers will forever be elusive. But that doesn't mean we should abandon the quest. Instead, we must strive to bridge the divide between skepticism and belief, between science and sensationalism. We must demand transparency, question motives, and prioritize rigorous scientific analysis. Here's the hard truth. If these mummies are indeed authentic, it's a monumental discovery that could redefine our understanding of history and biology. On the other hand, if they are a hoax, it's a carefully orchestrated deception that raises serious ethical questions. Either way, we have much to learn. It's not enough to dismiss them as aliens or to accept them uncritically as proof of advanced ancient cultures. We need to engage with the data, however incomplete, and draw our own conclusions based on evidence. That's what it means to be informed, to be truly knowledgeable about the world around us. But beyond the debate, there's a deeper cultural issue at play. The Nazca Mummies expose the limitations of our current systems, the biases that color our perceptions, and the dangers of clinging too tightly to existing narratives. They challenge us to confront our own preconceptions and to question the very foundations of our understanding. If these mummies are indeed a hoax, they serve as a reminder of the lengths to which some will go to perpetuate falsehoods. If they're genuine, they underscore the urgent need to reevaluate our assumptions about the ancient world and the capabilities of our ancestors. Either way, we have a lot to learn. These mummies aren't just relics of the past. They are catalysts for change, forcing us to confront the uncomfortable truths that lie at the intersection of belief and skepticism. They remind us that the pursuit of knowledge is an ongoing journey, one that demands patience, critical thinking, and above all, a willingness to embrace the unknown. As the scientific community continues to analyze these enigmatic remains, the rest of us have an opportunity to reflect on our role in this narrative. We must resist the urge to jump to conclusions and instead embrace the discomfort of uncertainty. We must value transparency and accountability, demanding that those who unearth such mysteries do so with the utmost integrity. Most importantly, we must remember that we're all part of this story, whether we believe in aliens, ancient wisdom, or anything in between. The Nazca Mummies have ignited a firestorm of controversy, but from the ashes of doubt, we can forge a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. They stand as silent sentinels, guarding secrets from a bygone era. And as long as there are those who dare to explore the fringes of human understanding, their legacy will continue to captivate and challenge us. What are your thoughts on the Nazca mummies? Do you think they are genuine artifacts of a mysterious past, or are they a cleverly crafted hoax? Share your thoughts below. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the enigmatic world of the Nazca mummies. If you enjoyed this exploration into the heart of one of the most controversial archaeological finds of recent times, I invite you to subscribe for more captivating journeys into the world of history and discovery. Your support means the world to me. Until next time, stay curious, keep questioning, and remember that sometimes the greatest discoveries lie at the intersection of belief and skepticism. Thank you for watching.